Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Stephanie Nabo, and this is Luxnia Inspired. Thank you for joining me in this audio podcast. Today, we'll be looking at how learning and work is affecting teenagers and how we can respond to it. A lot of talk is going on about the future of work and learning, and we must not play down on what this whole technological shift and COVID-19 situation means for people who are in secondary schools and are waiting admission or are trying to get into the university. Now, we are going through a time that is trying. A lot of schools are closed right now. Parents are trying to ensure that their children and wards are having some learning even while the schools are closed. And this now brings to mind the purpose for the schooling and educational system in our society. Schools and colleges aren't important because of the number of certificates and grades that they churn out. The thing that makes them valuable in society is the individuals, the graduates, the quality of thinking in the minds of the people that they produce. In other words, if you're a teenager and you're listening to me, it means that the most important contribution of your school to society is not your certificate. It's actually you. And the knowledge in your mind, the quality of thinking in your mind, and what you're going to do with it. Grades are important, but they don't get up to take up careers. Grades and certificates don't apply for admission. They don't pick up a societal issue and take it up as a project. They don't make change. You do. So it means that you must begin to think of your educational experience not just in terms of the final grade, but the quality of learning you are acquiring while you are undergoing that process. It also means that grades and certificates are not always the best measure of your potential. Even though you had a certain score that you were not satisfied with, you can grow, you can learn. And it doesn't mean grades are not important. There are arguments about grades not being important, but instead of focusing on that, focus on growing and building yourself. Remember about Einstein, not for his grades, but for his work. So think of learning as a preparation to be a valuable member of society, to be someone who also helps other people and has a life that is meaningful. Grades still matter. Grades can affect your admission to university and higher institutions. It can affect your scholarship opportunities, work opportunities, whether you pay for certain exams or not, because an exam like IELTS, for instance, if you do not have a C grade, at least in your WAEC, you might have to pay 72,000 naira to write something that you would have avoided, you understand, because there are institutions that can take you without writing IELTS if you have that score. So think of ways to improve yourself in this period. Schooling is on hold, but this is a time to learn about life, learn skills, learn things that really matter. This is a time to take advantage of digital opportunity. Even though schools are on hold, time is not on hold. The clock is ticking, your age is counting, seconds are moving, and it's what you invest into these seconds you will get out of them. So I encourage you, internet access is not all you need. You need to make use of internet access in a way that it helps you become a person of value in the near future. The next podcast, we'll discuss ways that you can use the internet to enhance your skills, get information that's valuable to you, and do a number of other things. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. Let me hear from you. Know what you think about this information you've received.